My Gaming Edge.
Hello, this is JH, and this time with a LAN demo once again. But this time it's on a map that probably many Americans haven't played that often, you know. It's the new Turbine Pro RC1, I think, or Beta 1, I don't really know. But basically, Turbine has always been pretty good, but it receives a lot of hate for no apparent reason, in my opinion. And but the recent changes in the rule set and the map itself have made it like one of the best maps in the game. I'd even rank it above Gravel Pit at the moment. And even though our results don't really show it, we feel that this map is like really good for us for Epsilon. We've lost like 3 officials now in a row, including the one that we're about to see here, which is the grand final of Max LAN against BBashers. And this match was played like on Sunday, 20th, yeah, 20th. So I'm gonna discuss about how you can change gears on this map easily because of the new rule set. So let's go. Basically, on the middle, when you got the new left side path, you have a lot of options. Either you send a scout in straight away to get the flak on left side, and but you can also go in there and just then come back and DM with your team, which is great. In the old map, you could only basically like DM or just turtle straight up from the start, and turtling is something we don't really like to do. But since this map allows for it really well, why shouldn't we use it? So as we can see here, we lost 2 guys on middle, and that obviously puts us at a really bad disadvantage, and we had to fall back instantly. So now they have the flag, and obviously your goal is to stop them in the middle, but we were 4 seconds late there to stopping Stefan. But as Stefan is capping, we had Shintaz go left side and pick up their flag, and really that's what we do on this map. We don't really care about their caps so much, and we don't really care about being on defense. We just want to get the caps. It's all about playing the smart game with scouts and spies on this new map. And for those who don't know, the new rule set is you play 3 rounds of 10 minutes, and it's best of 3 obviously, and you can get, I think it's 5 caps is the max. That's when the round ends. And what this basically means is that because you get a lot of middles, you get a lot of resets, you can change your class composition and your overall style so much. You basically have 3 chances, obviously. And as you can see here, we decided to run a really standard 2 scouts, 2 sullys, 1 demo on middle, and basically just DM them. And while it did not happen to work out, it usually does. We felt pretty confident after yesterday's game that we could be able to do it. By the way, some back history for this: we played BBashers on this map the day before, and we lost because we had just like the worst fucking spawns for all the middles. So we basically had to give up middle both times. We lost 2-0, and we didn't really get that discouraged from that game. So we decided to just play our normal standard tactic for this middle. So yeah, against a team like BBashers, you don't really want to play in their hands, but on this map you most often have to. If they play a bit cautiously and they go on defense, then you're basically playing in their hands, because you know MVP has spent fucking months studying our game, and they know exactly how to counter us on defense really well. So we're, even though we're like in the middle of the map, we don't really feel comfortable here. So I decided to pick the NG class and get the sentry up on middle. To it's mainly to block scouts from getting past, since the range is pretty good on this sentry. They can't even jump from top unless they're buffed, I think. Yeah, I'm not really going to talk about the play-by-plays here, but basically, like, Turbine is a map that not many teams figured out, even when it was played really regularly, like a year and a half ago in Euro scene. But here, maybe about that play a bit. Our team got wiped on the flag room, and I had my sentry in a spot that it would cover both banana, which is the term we call for the use for the left side, and the main, which is the wide door here. So I know that one guy's going to come banana because, you know, they're obviously experienced players, these BBashers, so they would obviously split up their scouts if they know there's a sentry out there. Split up their classes even, you know. So what I did was just hide out of sight, and I got the full meat shot on the scout. As you can see, the score is 1-1. Usually in practice we have like really fast games on this map. We can get up 3-0 really pretty fast, depending on the first middle. You can get a nice chain gap going. And what I'm trying to do here is put up a telly and then have the exit go on top, so if a scout comes from vents, I can just telly behind him. And as you can see here, F2 dropped his Huber. It's going to be a common sight to see in this map, in this match, because thought I had some really random ass trap that we had never seen before, and I think F2 dropped like 2 or 3 times in this map. Obviously, it doesn't help when you want to win a grand final, but you can't ever really blame your medic, because F2 is like probably the best player in the scene at the moment. So as you can see here now, the BBasher team is getting the middle, and we're fine with this. On this map, you have a lot of room to sneak in spies and just inch the flag forward, you know, which is what we do in practice, and it works really fucking well. You can stay on defense the whole game and still come up on top in caps. And here, obviously, when the scout goes right side, I calm the shin test that he's coming, and then we just tag team him, because there is really no reason to go 1-on-1 in that spot, even though I had full health and he had maybe 105 or something, and I could have taken it. But there's just like, I don't want to deal with the variance of German scouts hitting meat shots randomly, even at land, you know. And as we can see there, F2 drops super again. Really unfortunate. But in this spot, I tried to go for vents, to go for backup, since I felt that BBashers might push out, but they did not, because they lost 2 people, and now Gear was really out of position there on left. So yeah, as I was saying, Turbine can be a really difficult map because it requires some brains. You gotta really know when you can push in and how to attack, and when should you just get out of your defense and try to go for a flank. And I hope to share some light on that as we get to see some plays here. Most probably gonna come from BBashers' point of view, but that's life, you know. They played really well in this game. They had obviously prepared way more than we had, and obviously, well, not obviously, since you can't really know this, but I do. The match is on Saturday night. For us, ended at 4 a.m. and for them it ended at like midnight. So they had way more sleep, and at land that can really mess up your shit if you're tired. So we had a lot of things going against us in this game, but I still feel that our performance on this map was good. As we can see, we're here on defense, and we have a spy. Like I mentioned before, spies are just so good on this map. You gotta scout in to bring the flag out to the bigger hall or main, and then you just inch forward with the spy. That should be your basic game plan on this map now. Especially since you have so much room to run your spy in. As you can see, the vent is even wider now. I don't think you can fit two people sideways here, but still, it's not bad. Here, there's a lot of confusion. I didn't expect their scouts to be defending the flag that hard, and that's obviously simply just their research of our game had proven that I would go from vents and get dropped down on the flag, which I did. And there's still scouts behind us, just defending. And Cube didn't have his drop key bound, which is really unlucky. And we get wiped out pretty bad here. I think I'm the last one alive, like right now. Yeah. No, we have one more guy, and he's gonna die in just a second. And also, we had never in our practice games encountered a situation where we could have overtime, which is what happens here. When both flags are down and the timer hits 0, there's overtime. So basically what we just needed to do was defend our flag, but we didn't know that, so we just kind of went with whatever. And that's gonna be half. So that was one round. We dropped 2 Ubers, and we got to 3-2 when we were mostly on offense. So it's not bad. We just got really unlucky at the end. But basically, I think on this round we get to see some more traditional play, like with pushes and stuff. That's 34. On this one, I think Shinta has a really bad spawn, and we were thinking of sending me on left side, but I think we opted not to. And as we can see, we're doing our more basic DM here, but F2 gets stuck, bounced by a rocket, and we obviously lose middle. But at the same time, we had Shintaz running left side. Like I said, on middle you have a lot of options now. Last round we just DM'd. Now we DM'd for a brief time and had Shintaz go left side instantly after that. And even that was practiced by them, I would say, the jump on the end. Since I often go sniper there. Now here we're on defense, and the blue flag is down. But we still feel pretty comfortable. Now, as the enemy team Ubers in right side, the most basic way to counter that is let them have the flag and run really fast to left side, really fast. And don't have your scout bait the door here, like I'm doing. Like if everyone else went bottom left, I should not be baiting the door. But since our team went top, it's fine. And here I could argue that I should have just run and not shoot the flag runner. But I think, as you can see from this middle, it doesn't, in the grand scheme of things, it didn't make that big of a difference. The flag is still within our reach, and our flag is in a place where we can defend it pretty well. So here, there's like an inflection point, which is what I would say is we now have all momentum where we can like get chain caps, but unfortunately we missed the scout spawn, and he had gotten to the left side really fast. Here I'm going to vents again. The new vent is pretty good with the corner there, But I do remember dying here for some reason. I think the solid just jumps up. So here I'm just trying to look at Extremer's screen to see what they're doing, and what I can see, they're sort of battling it out by main. And like, you know, this is completely random. He should not. Normally, Sullies don't ever do that, even against other Prem teams when we play this. But you know, that's what you can do if you watch your opponent's demos. Here we're on offense again. Not too comfortable because BBashers have a really good defense. We prefer to be doing the work with spies, like I've said many times now, but I really want to emphasize it to you. You don't, in this game, you don't need to get kills, you just need to get caps. And that applies to both CTF and CP. Our push was spotted up top, so we decided to just go banana. Event, you can't really go there if you've been spotted. And at least when we go left side, we avoid the sticky trap because no one really ever pipes there. Just a little tip: pipe the top exit of banana. But our Uber gets popped pretty early on, and we get stopped at the arch, so we can't push in. But here, the comms got really messy. I was under the impression that we had one guy going vents here, and which is why we pushed. But unfortunately, we couldn't get enough damage done. Our focus fire was really lackluster. But getting the medic pick was, I wouldn't say it was a worthy exchange, but at least that spot wasn't completely shit for us. And here, I actually forget, even though this was played like 4 days ago. But basically, since neither team has Uber, you can go middle and be aggressive, because this applies to even all middles. As long as you're aggressive, you know, both teams are going to be weak, and you know, it just comes down to who makes the better small decisions. It's not about the big decisions like which direction do you push. It's about the smaller ones, like should I block this rocket? Should I fall back? Well, maybe that's a bigger decision here, but it's basically just like good DM decisions, and like the teamwork as well. Who goes up top, and who puts pressure from the front. And as you can see, without Uber, even though we both had 6 up, we were able to take middle, even though they had defenders to manage. But since we just pushed in very decisively, we were able to get that middle. And that applies to every middle, every situation. When neither team has Uber, if you have a smart offensive play, you can pretty much break through any defensive play, as long as it's not on. What's the map? Obscure. You can't do it on that. On that map, you need to get Uber, and your enemy should not have Uber. And getting into a situation like that is pretty difficult. So this was like before the game. We discussed about what is the toughest spot we could ever get into, and it was this. Having BBashers in the lead by like a cap, and we're holding middle when they're on defense. Like, this is really difficult to crack against a team like BBashers. So what we try to do is just like get these picks from right side, as scouts often like to hold vent far too close, I would say, because you can get sandwiched from the vent and the stairs at the same time. So you can often get into trouble here. So because their defense is so good, we decided to switch gears a bit and get a heavy. And heavy is we had not really practiced this too much, but it has the potential to work if the heavy goes in front and forces multi-waver. Like here, we just get really bounced hard, and Demo has not deaded his stickies before they pushed out here. So the scouts, we couldn't even push in to get the flag. But now our situation is in our favor again since we got so many kills, and that trap he put on the edge there is really tough to defuse. And as you can see, there's a scout behind us now, and this death was probably the worst I've ever had. In this situation, since we only have one scout and we're running out of time, we need to have the scout capping, which is me. But I died unfortunately there because the sticky landed perfectly on my face. And if we were to put the loss of this map on something, it's either my death right there or F2's 2 Ubers which he dropped. You know, it can be really a lot like Gravel Pit, where just like random things can lose you the game. But I feel on Gravel Pit it's even worse, because one mistake on offense and you have to defend for like 5 minutes more, which is obviously really fucking bad. But on Turbine, you get 3 rounds. You get another chance, even if you fail. And at this point, it's GG. Basically, what happened was we never really got to play our game, where we just get our spies in and get good counterattacks to bring the flag out with Scout. So that's ultimately the reason for the loss. And, like I said, this map really allows for switching gears and different styles. You can turtle, you can be hyper aggressive, you can be sneaky with spies, you can have an MGE, you can have heavy or sniper. But unfortunately, this wasn't the best demo for demonstrating that, since I just got a new computer and I couldn't back up my demos before it broke. So I only have this one Turbine demo. But really, I don't know if this is played in America that much, but I would advise you to just try it out. It can be really fun, and the old Turbine style where you just turtle for 30 minutes, it doesn't really work here. And since you can't do it, you have 3 rounds where you have to get into good turtling positions, either in the middle or, obviously if you're shit, then you get pushed back to your flag, But basically, the new style with the new rule set is really fucking good, and I hope to play this map a lot more in the future, since like I said, it's better than Gravel Pit. So yeah, hopefully this recording wasn't too rambly, but since the play-by-play there wasn't that exhilarating, I just wanted to talk about the map and maybe introduce it to the American players. I'll probably have a play-by-play of Turbine coming up later, as I think this map is in all of the competitions that we're playing in the coming spring. So stay tuned for that, and I am pretty tired, so it's bedtime now. Bye bye.